Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with me, and today we're going to make this card. And I know I've told you lots and lots of times that I don't really care for simple cards. This one to me is kind of simple, but it's really, really pretty. I love it, and I wanted to use my tree, plus I used some Nouveau crystal drops to see if, there you go, you can see them, to make some snow around the tree. I love that. So we're going to make this really quick. Like I said, it's not hard. Ooh, that my little pearl fell off of there. Let me get that out of the way. I'll have to glue that one back on. Alright. We're going to use our Misty, but we're going to start out with a card base that is, let's see, this card base is 5 inches by 6.5, and this is just a vanilla type. It's kind of a I think they call it off-white or cream, something like that. I'm not sure. I got a whole pack of them at Michael's one time, a long time ago, when they were on sale, and I think we actually do have those in the shop too. Okay, so I cut my oval, and my oval is, let me tell you how big I cut that. Now I cut mine on my Cricut, but if you don't have a Cricut, you can just go to Google and type in oval, and it'll bring you up some different color images and things, and you can just print one of those out or save one of those to your computer and make it the size that you want. This one is 4.5 by 2.5, so that's how big this oval is. I'm going to put it in my Misty. This is the stamp from the Frosted stamp set. I love the stamp set. I have used it a ton. I haven't even put it back in the pack. I've used it so many times just since I opened it up. Okay, I'm going to kind of center that, or put it where I think I want it. Well, if I can turn it loose, that is. I think that looks good right there, maybe. And then just close your Misty, press on it a couple of times, make sure it picks it up. I'm going to use some archival ink and olive to ink this up. Now this is more of a solid image, so we may not get a real solid stamp impression, and that's fine if we don't, because I'm going to do some coloring on it anyway. Just kind of want to make sure I get the outline. So let's see. I think that's good. We'll go with that and see. Remember, with having a Misty, you can always restamp it if you didn't get something exactly right. Oh, perfect. Love it. That's exactly what I wanted. You see, if you leave a little bit of it out, then you can color those places on there. So let's clean this off just a little bit with a wipey. Okay, put that up for a minute. Well, I tell you, while that's drying, let's go ahead and stamp our other image. We're going to put this Merry Christmas banner, and excuse my hands, they're kind of a yellow color right now. I have been working on some projects that will be going up later in the week to start our 30 Days of Thankfulness, so my hands are kind of a mess right now. So we will use this piece of scrap, and this is in the same color as the envelope is, and I'm just going to put it about right there so I'll have room to cut it out. And I'm going to stamp it with the same color ink just so it'll look a little bit uniform. There we go. Let's put that away. we'll put that over there and let that start drying while we work on our tree just a little bit. I'm going to use a couple of my Copics, and I'm thinking I'm going to use BG96, which is called Bush, and G24, which is called Willow. I want to get some highlights in here with this Willow, and I'm just going to tap it around. Not going to do any major coloring. And yes, I'm going in with my lightest first. I like to get my paper kind of wet before I bring my dark in. That way it blends just a little bit better. Or it does for me anyway. It may not for anyone else. And this is not a good cardstock for it to be coloring on. So that's why I want to make sure that I get some good ink down on there before I actually start trying to blend anything. See, that's giving it that two-tone effect, and that's what we want. Okay, so that will work. I like that. As you can see, there's our tree. I may cover that in a little bit more right there with something really, really light. This one is G12. See if I just take a little bit of color back in there. Yeah, that'll work. That keeps it from looking like there's just bare space in behind it. And now I want to make sure that I get a little bit of color down here at the bottom. So all I'm going to do is take a blending tool that has a little bit of ink on it, and I'm just going to put a little bit of dirtiness. Miss Robin. I'm just going to dirty that a little bit. This is dirtying. What I'm doing is I'm putting a little bit of that down before I actually put my snow, what I'm going to call snow, down on there, just so that it won't be so stark white. And let's see, I think I'm going to darken up these little places right here, kind of where the tree has, some of the branches are laying on the snow. And now what we're going to do is take our Nuvo drops, and this is in White Blizzard. And I know you've seen me use these so many times, but I love this stuff. And I am just going in just kind of a random pattern, and not anything straight, just to kind of make it look like little snow drifts up at the base of the tree. I'll show you in just a second. I think you can see, there you go, you can see what I did. And when that dries, I'll still have that dimension and that glitter. And then I'm going to go closer up under the tree, because those will actually be sitting in the snow. And I'm going to put a few drops around on the tree, because we're going to, this is a snowy scene, so I'm just touching the tip of my glitter drop to the paper, just at random. I'm not pressing on it, I'm just touching it. What little is in the end is going to come out on that. Okay. So there you go, you can see that. And then we're going to go and do the same thing around it, around the tree. I'm going to press just a tiny bit and just start tapping. When it starts coming out, I quit pressing. So there we have lots and lots of snow. And then when all of this dries, we'll put our little beads on top for our color there. So we'll lay that over here so that I won't pick it up and stick my finger in it, because you know me. Alright, let's go ahead and cut this guy out. Okay, now we're going to take our BG99. This is a dark green. It's almost the color of that olive. We're going to go the back side, and we're going to put some color on the edges so that you won't be able to see where I didn't cut it out that well. And see why I go the back side? See? Very, very pretty. Okay, let's lay him aside, and we'll start putting our card together. I'm using the paper pack. It is Silent Night from Kaisercraft. This is a really, really pretty paper. I think I've shown it in a video before, but has some that are embossed, some that are not. Really pretty. It's single-sided, but I love that because making cards you only need that single side anyway. Isn't that pretty? It's got a lot of music note sheets. Then of course it has your cutouts in the front, and then it has all your little cutouts and things in the back. Really pretty paper. Alright, so we have cut 2 pieces. This is going to be our top, and this will be the bottom. This piece is cut at 4 inches by 4 3/4, and then the bottom piece is cut at 4 3/4 by 3. So we're going to put those down, and I'm going to use my glue. And I had a couple of questions that I'll go ahead and answer while I am doing this, because it's something that I can answer and I don't really have to show. Where I keep my pen is just a little magnet that I stuck to the side, and that I keep my pen on there that way, and hopefully I don't lose it. That's a hope. And then let me get this down, and I'll answer another question that someone had asked me. Okay, someone else asked me, how did I keep this down on my cutting mat and it not slide around? I just have, in the corners, I put pop dots. I just have some little glue dots, pop dots, not pop dots, they're glue dots. I'm sorry, not pop dots, glue dots. I just have some of those. They're real sticky, and I put them in the corners, and then I just press it down, and then when I need to, I can lift it up, and then it'll re-stick. That keeps it from sliding around. So I hope that helped someone. I can't remember who asked, but I had those 2 questions. We're going to put a ribbon across here. And I'm wondering, I'm thinking this is going to be too bright. Well, I kind of like it. I think we will go with that. I went with the gold on that one, so I think we're going to go with the red on this. And I am just going to cut it the length that I need. Really, I'm going to cut it a little bit longer than the length. Alright. And I'm just going to put a strip of 1/4 inch score tape down right across there where I want my ribbon to run. Get my handy dandy everything tool. Ooh, I put that crooked, didn't I? Okay, that's really crooked, so we hope we're going to put our ribbon pretty straight. Let's see. Let's try anyway. Okay, that looks pretty straight. We're going to go with that. Alright, now we need to make a little bow, and yes, unfortunately, you're going to get to see me try to tie a bow. Okay, that didn't turn out so bad. So we're going to put that bow right there. And I'm just going to use a glue dot. Okay, so we can go ahead and put this down here. I think this is, oh yeah, this is dry. So we can put that on. Before we do, I'm going to go around the edges of it with our green marker. That will help lift it up off the page. Give it more of a finished look and give it some dimension. And we're going to use some pop dots to put this up on. And I may just cut this out and just use a chunk of this. I like doing that because you can use all of that up. You don't need a solid piece on the back anyway. So we'll put that one. Nobody will be the wiser once this gets put down. So we're going to put it right there. And then we're going to pop this one up as well. Okay, and then we're going to put this one right there. Just like that. And now all we need to do is put some bling on top of this. Now on this one I put these little red ones, and some of them are trying to fall off. So I'm not sure. I may use some clear ones. No, I think I'm going to use red again. So let's grab some red ones. See what we have. I think we'll use these. I think these have got a little bit more sticky on them if I don't shoot them all over the shop. So there we go. That's it. Your card is finished. Isn't that pretty? I love it. And you know me, like I said, I do not like simple cards, but to me, this is simple but elegant, and I like that part of it. So this may be the Christmas cards that I send out this year. They'll be very easy to reproduce because, you know, once you get everything cut out, it's just a matter of putting it together. So I'm pretty sure that this will probably be what everybody out there gets. Now I am going to go over this with some Wink of Stella in the clear. That'll give it a little bit of glitter. Let's see if you can see that. Maybe, not sure. No, I don't think you're going to be able to see it. There we go. Need to get my light turned just the right way. Okay, so that is it. We're finished. Absolutely finished. I hope you enjoyed this card today. If you did, please give us a thumbs up. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We're going to, starting tomorrow, we will have 30 Days of Thankfulness, which will include a video every day out of all of these. Let me see if I can find them. These are just part of them. Out of all of these suggestions that you guys have made, if you would like to get your suggestion in for something that you would like to see either made or demoed in the month of November, just leave it in the comments below this video. We will also, at the end of the video, starting tomorrow, have a thankfulness gift. So it will be an item that we have chosen from the store that will be at a large discount, 45%, 50%, whatever we can get the items at, we're going to discount it and let you have it at the same price. That subscribe button, and we will see you guys tomorrow with our very first thankfulness project. Thank you all for subscribing, and thank you all for leaving your comments. I appreciate each and every one of you. Bye-bye.